Hi, I'm Boyet, Science Research Specialist from the Department of Energy. In this video, we are going to discuss the status of electrification in the Philippines, electrification strategies for unserved and underserved areas, and the salient features of the revised guidelines for QTP. As of June 2019, the Philippines have already reached 91.25% electrification level based on the distribution utilities submitted Total Electrification Master Plan. However, there are still about 2 million households that need to be energized. Most of them are located in far-flung areas. The government has identified 7 electrification strategies to address unserved and underserved areas. There is a program matching criteria to strategically identify appropriate program for specific setup, taking into consideration the specific type of area vis-a-vis the viability of the areas. These 7 electrification strategies were subdivided into household electrification, grid electrification, and lastly, off-grid electrification solutions where the qualified third-party program is included. Electrification strategy on the unserved and underserved areas could start with the provision of individual solar home system, then a mini-grid with less than 24 hours operation, before interconnection to the grid be possible, or a reliable 24/7 electricity service be available. As per RA 9136, distribution utility shall provide universal service within its franchise area over a reasonable time, including unviable areas. However, unenergized areas that a DU does not find viable may be transferred to another DU, if any is available. Rule 14 of RA 9136 IRR states that the provision of electric service in remote and unviable areas that the DU is unable to service for any reason shall be open to other QTP. Rule 13 mandated the NPC SPUG to provide power generation and its associated power delivery systems in areas that are not connected to the grid and can't be serviced by the DU and other QTP as the implementer of last resort. QTP is an alternative electric service provider for remote and unviable areas the DU is unable to serve. It has privilege to own, construct and operate mini-grid system. It is a regulated business by the ERC and contributes to the attainment of total electrification in a sustainable manner. DOE issued circulars in order to ensure and promote total electrification, such as the guidelines for the formulation of DDP, the QTP qualification and participation guidelines. In 2006, the ERC issued Resolution 22 containing the rules for the regulation of QTP. On November 22, 2019, the DOE issued Circular Number DC 2019-11-0015 entitled, Prescribing Revised Guidelines for Qualified Third Party. This is to streamline the QTP participation procedure, recognize the greater role of the DU in the selection of QTP, harmonize with ERE law and provide strict adherence to competitive bidding.
Who can participate as QTP?
QTP shall be open to any party that has demonstrated the capability and willingness to comply with the relevant technical, financial, and other requirements through a competitive bidding for QTP. However, a DU or its subsidiary shall not be qualified to participate as a QTP for the areas it has waived. Not later than March 15 of every year, the DU shall submit its annual DDP that includes all unviable, unserved and underserved areas within its franchise. For electric cooperatives, the preparation and submission to the DOE shall require the verification by the NEA. Thereafter, DOE shall consolidate and make available to the public the list of QTP service areas within 40 working days upon finalization and posting of the Comprehensive Total Electrification Master Plan. All unviable, unserved and underserved areas, which are not submitted by the DU as QTP service areas, may be nominated by the QTP proponent to the DOE, subject to validation and declaration. DOE shall declare and post in the DOE website the list of QTP service areas. DU shall conduct the competitive bidding for QTP within 20 working days from the declaration of the QTP service areas, or else, the NPC SPUG shall conduct the competitive bidding. DU or NPC SPUG shall prepare the bid documents and terms of reference which include at the minimum the following. DU and/or NPC SPUG shall conclude the selection of the QTP within 40 working days from the opening of bids to the issuance of the notice of award. After the conduct of successful bid, DU or NPC SPUG, and the selected QTP, shall execute QTP service contract within 10 working days. The QTP service contract shall define, among others, the following. Copy of the QTP service contract can be downloaded from the DOE website. Lastly, upon securing all the requirements, the QTP shall file an application with the ERC for the authority to operate, which includes the full cost recovery rate. For queries, email us at doe.qtp@gmail.com or visit our website at doe.gov.ph. Thank you.